Welcome to this automation case study walkthrough where I'm going to show you how we helped a daycare get a 50% increase in registrations and over $80,000 in additional revenue using AI automations. I'm not going to spend time in this video telling you how great of an opportunity AI and automation is because every business is starving for it, and my entire channel is based on teaching you that kind of content. But just to get started with this case study, I want to take you through exactly what the challenge was. So the daycare coordinator was pretty much overwhelmed by the surge of inquiries that they were getting because they were running Facebook ads. They were receiving an average of 25 to 30 leads per day. And because they had a limited staff availability, leads were often contacted 24 to 48 hours after submission. So this led to significantly lower engagement rates. Many parents had already chosen another daycare before being contacted. So obviously they're leaving a lot of money on the table. So the daycare team was spending 15 plus hours a week manually responding to inquiries, qualifying parents, and coordinating tour schedules, which often led to miscommunication and double bookings, which was a massive problem. And now the delayed response time resulted in 30 to 40% of leads going cold, translating to a lot of wasted ad spend. And each lost enrollment represented around $8,000 to $12,000 in lifetime value per child based on the average annual daycare tuition. So I'm going to break down exactly how we were able to solve this challenge for them and the results we were able to achieve. And real quick, if you don't know who I am, my name is Hamza Beg. I go by Hamza Automates on social platforms. I run an award-winning 7-figure AI automation agency. You can see me here winning some of my awards. I won Go High Level's SaaSpreneur Platinum Award, putting me in the top 50 out of 60,000 agencies and also the fastest person to do it. I've also worked with a bunch of different celebrities like Tai Lopez. I was actually commissioned to build automations for him and a specific automation course inside tailopez.com. I also run the biggest AI automation community on school.com with almost 30,000 members, which you can join at school.com/automate if you want to learn exactly how to build what I'm going to take you through in this case study. So now we can jump right into the solution. So the way that it worked and the way that we built it out is whenever there was a Facebook ad form submission, so anytime they responded to a lead, it went into our system where we had an AI agent reach out automatically. Within 2 minutes was the SLA that we promised, but really it was happening within seconds through SMS and WhatsApp. So as soon as they submitted the form, an AI acting as a human being would reach out and say, hey, I saw you were interested in booking a tour. What can we help you with, or can I help you get scheduled? Now, if there was no response coming in from the lead, then they get put into an automatic follow-up sequence. So this bot doesn't just try once, but it relentlessly follows up with them and says, hey, you were trying to schedule a tour. Can we get you booked? And it keeps chasing them. So it sends a reminder SMS and email 24 and 48 hours, but we can make this more aggressive as well. And eventually, if the parents don't respond, then they get put into a long-term nurture campaign, so we don't forget about them. We can still close them in the future. But if the parent does respond from here, we move them to the pre-qualification, which I'm going to take you through. So if they do respond to the AI as soon as it reaches out, then we consider them to be an active lead. The AI agent then works in pre-qualification, which means that it goes through a set of criteria that we gave it. We had to make sure we got the child's age, if they were walking, any dietary restrictions, if they were okay with the cost of the actual daycare. So it goes through all of those things, budget as well. And if the child is too young or too old, or if they can't afford the daycare, we put them in the unqualified sequence and sometimes adding them to a wait list. But if they are qualified, then automatically the AI is going to send a booking link and schedule a facility tour on autopilot for my customer. Then that tour gets added into Google Calendar. The parents receive a confirmation reminder and SMS. That lead then gets logged into the CRM and then notifies our client that you've just got a new booking tour. So now this entire system is happening on autopilot. My daycare coordinator, my client never has to follow up or speak with these leads. All they do is get an SMS and an email saying, hey, we've got a tour booked for you, happening on autopilot. Once the tour is complete, the AI is then going to send a post-tour follow-up with the registration package, the documents, and all the details about that. And then finally, once the enrollment decision is made, we have the accepted workflow that goes out as well to help them get registered. So this is the entire system that runs completely on autopilot for my client. We were able to build this in a variety of different softwares. Go High Level was the main product that we used, but Make.com was involved to help with a lot of the back-end stuff. And now just to show you what the results were like. So in terms of the time savings, we were able to eliminate 15 plus hours per week of manual lead follow-ups, which I mentioned in the challenge. The staff was now focusing on improving the actual daycare experience and working with the kids rather than chasing the leads. The cost reductions were great as well, so 40% reduction in lead drop-off rates, so we were actually capturing those leads that were disappearing before. This would lead to a 15% increase in registration, leading to $80,000 in additional revenue based on the average tuition and the lifetime value that we were able to save them. And then because now that they were actually getting a return on their ads, we improved their ROAS, return on ad spend, by 2x. So they were maximizing every dollar that they were spending on Facebook ads and not wasting any more. Now, in terms of the tour scheduling, there's a 25% increase there, and then a 35% decrease in no-show rates because we had the confirmations, the reminders to actually make sure that they show up. So overall, we did a fantastic job. The results are great. They're still using this system to date. And the beauty of a system like this is that it's very replicatable. So I have a template for this exact automation that anybody could plug and play into any other business because it's going to work the exact same way. Anybody who's running ads, who needs to set appointments to leads, needs to have quick follow-ups because lead generation is a game of speed. Everybody's trying to chase the same leads. Everyone's trying to close the same deals. So if you can build a system like this and you can use one of my templates, then you can make a lot of money very quickly in the process. So if you are interested in learning exactly how you can build this out, I do have my free school community which you can join. So it's at school.com/automate. And what you can do is you can apply, join for free. You can see a bunch of the different wins that people just like yourselves are experiencing, like, closing deals for $4,500, $700, $1,500. These are all real people exactly like yourselves who watched me on YouTube and decided to go for it, started selling my systems, and they were able to make a lot of money. You can also work with me directly one-on-one within the community. You can see the classroom course that I have, so you can see that I've created a course with tutorials all for free that you can access to help you start achieving results like this and closing deals like this for different businesses around you. So this was for a daycare, but you can really work on this with anybody else. So I hope this was insightful. I hope this was a real world application where you can really see the impact a system like this can make. And if you have any questions, message me on school. I'll see you inside.